What's up guys, I'm Christopher, and in this video I'm gonna talk with you about how to get the O-1 visa, which I also got 2 years ago. Right, so before we break down the whole process, I just quickly want to tell you about my process and why this was a good fit for me. I'm a person who's been an entrepreneur all my life. I saw there was a few different visas that could potentially fit me, but after talking with different experts, they told me the O-1 visa is the best fit for me. It's 3 years visa. It gives you a lot of flexibility. I ended up applying for this one and went through the whole process, which was a long process. In the end, I got the visa. So let's get into it and talk about how you can also get this visa. When I started the process, I contacted a few different companies that were specialized in helping entrepreneurs that wants to move to the US. I got different offers. Some were $8,000, $10,000, $12,000. It's difficult to tell which one would be the better option. And also none of these could give me any guarantees. It was just more like, you have a strong profile, we think there's a good chance you can get it, but of course you never know, and you work with a company you've never worked with before. So I ended up choosing a company that I felt was a good fit. I felt like I trusted them, and then signed the papers and started the process. So the first thing you need to identify is, can you qualify for this, or like potentially qualify for this? The O-1 visa has 9 categories, and you need to have qualified in 3 of these. And these categories can be anything from how much press that you have. Do you have a high salary? Have you done something original? Have you been a judge somewhere, teaching other people? In different ways, showing you are an expert, the knowledge, the reputation in your field. And that's the first thing that needs to be identified. It can be difficult to know, and for me, I was being told that I had a good chance. They felt that 4 to 5 categories I could qualify in. Of course, there was no guarantees, but this was basically the process that the conditions. Let's say if you're also an entrepreneur, have you been in the newspapers? Have you got funding? Did you get an investment in your company? Did you make a lot of money in your company? Different things that shows that really you are different in your field. And if you feel like you maybe are not there fully, you can work on that today. You can work on getting more press, or you can work on other things and try to twist it a bit so that your case looks better. I signed the papers. The first thing I did after that was to found a company, a C-CORP, because the structure for me was to work for my own company. So I needed a C-CORP, and then after that, we could start the real process of the application. I suggest you to use Doola. It's probably the best option today. I used another provider, but there was a lot of problems with them. And then when you have the company, the next thing is to build your profile. Find whatever that shows that you're the best in these different categories. Trying to find as much material, maybe from 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or 10 years ago, and provide all of that, all those documents. Hand it over to the experts, and then they would build the case. Then after that, there was a couple of follow-up questions. What other things they needed? Maybe they needed some extra contracts. Maybe there was also something about how the company is structured. They sent in the application, and we had to wait a couple of weeks before getting a reply. And then after that, it got approved. And then I had to go to the embassy, hand in my passport, and then they put in the visa. And then after that, it was approved, and I could finally move to Los Angeles, which was an amazing feeling to finally be in the country I like so much. This is basically that I had. And my next thing that I'll make a video about at some point is getting the O-1A visa, which is the green card in the same category. It's basically the same structure, and it's not connected to your company. It's just you fully as an individual that get this visa. Just to sum it up, if you're a person think to get the O-1 visa, what you need to do first is to look into, do you think your profile is the right fit for this? It could be, if you're an entrepreneur, you're a scientist, you're an actor, you're an athlete, or something else where you really stand out being unique. Then after that, go ahead and choose a company that is specialized in helping that. Like, there's different lawyer firms. Feel free to drop a comment, and I can try to guide you finding the right experts for you. That's pretty much it. Then start the process. It can take a long time. My process was around 1 year in total, so it does take a long time, but of course it depends on if you have all the documents ready, if there's no hiccups in the process, but something that it depends on the case of it. Feel free to like or subscribe. That will help me a lot, and I'll see you soon.